سلام بر دوستان عزیز دل، خوش اومدید به قسمت 33 کینگدام کام دلیورنس 2. آقا بعد از اینکه روزا رو نجات دادیم و وامبرگو هم اسیر کردیم، حالا باید بریم سوکودل و از این وامبرگو چی کنیم؟ با بقیه بازجویی کنیم. بزنید بریم. خب بچه ها اینم سوکودل، ولی مثل که باید صبر کنیم یه روز اینا بگذره، بعد بیایم از بیا برو آقای کیپون بیا برو از وامبرگو بازجویی کنیم. بریم یه ذره وقت بگذرونیم تا این یه روز بگذره. آی باز این داره خواب میبینه هنری بیچاره.
Congratulations tonight. You finally become a man.
سر آتیش زدن روستا نذاب وجدان داره پاره
War is
میشه.
a nasty business. But I see that no longer bothers you. I'm pleased you took my lesson to heart. You can't kill me. You're the same as me.
Right.
Oh yes, my family was slain too. By the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
سنگین داره اذیتش میکنه. از سخت بشه بنده خدا. خب آقا یه وقتشه.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him.
بریم
You
آجا.
can join in.
بازجویی از اسیر.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to
خیلی
what I
داری
had to
لیلی به
endure from
لالاش
Zizka
می‌ذاره
and
که.
Gunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your involuntary
داش
stay
رفیقشی یا
no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir
راست میگه
Peter?
دیگه.
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks. He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows.
اشراف
It'd be
زاده هم
quicker if I just
هست.
beat it out of him.
همین که مثلا بهش سخت نمیگیریم اوکی. یه اینجوری دستمال براش نزن که.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses.
Shut up, damn
دومی
it!
شده.
We're asking the
ولی
questions.
خب آره.
Really?
ما سوال میپرسیم.
Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that
سنگین
is.
گفت.
I
آره
am
داره
a
میرینه به
pragmatic
ما
man.
یکی.
And I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from Von Owliv's, he's Sigismund's
نرم
closest
رفتار
man.
کنیم آقا.
He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I
او
couldn't
دارید
believe
بهش
the Margrave
اطلاعات
had finally
میدید.
made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and the Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it
کاملا
off.
درسته ولی
Although
خب.
I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotsnov. In the shit.
Lord Trotsnov.
So, a sensible person should seize every
اسمش لورد
opportunity
تروتسنوف
that presents itself. And I am eminently
این الان میگی داری میای طرف
Lord
ما.
Capon,
Yes?
when you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
درست.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary.
تو
The army
مجارستان هم به
is
چخ
not getting
رفته.
paid, morale is poor, and the Kutenberg miners are rebelling. So the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty.
اوه شل کردین یا داره
If
با
you
اون
want
بازی
my
میکنه.
advice.
I'm all ears.
من فهم
So,
واسه مثل
The
اطلاعات
last
به ما بدی.
straw
همین.
Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
we're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Rabor.
اوه
My father.
Lord Pisek,
تموم شد.
as the former mint
بریم.
master,
دم کنید بریم.
you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The
مخفی
court's
هم
an
که
impregnable
دارید.
fortress.
میگه نداره.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city. And if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels
پس
under the
میدونستی
city.
که دنسر
You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh,
اشباه.
pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you
جوابه
don't
بریم
mind crawling through a
همینو جمع
tunnel,
کن بریم.
that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
به نظر خوبه.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
اولریک وابک چی راست میگه؟
What about Ulrich Vavak?
اما خزانه
If we
داره.
threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk. And besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them. No one has ever seen them. And very few understand their language.
یعنی بریم
They might
جای
as well be
اونا خودمون
volunteering
اونا
for
جا
you to
بزنیم
take their
یعنی
place.
بتونیم بریم توی
Bugger
دادگاه.
me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses. At Maleshov, you slaughtered the whole village. What is one legate compared to that?
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife in his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. and the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
اینجا باید بگی روزا باید بیاد. اگه میخوای رومنسشو انجام بدی روزا باید بیاد.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Ruthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Ruthard Palace. You want Ruthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
اینجا باید بگی روزا باید بیاد. اگه بخوای رومنسشو انجام بدی. پاشو.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kutenberg alone.
Lucky me.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
You're observant. When they captured Pa, von Bergov's people stormed into Ruthard Palace.
He didn't come to capture you personally?
No. And that really suited his people. They grabbed whatever they could get their hands on. After what you did to Malashov, we may have lost everything we had.
How do we even get inside Ruthard Palace?
At midnight, you climb onto the battlements, turn on your heel 3 times, say the magic formula, and it'll open up.
What?
I've told you, haven't I? Via the secret passage. I know where the entrance is, so all you have to do is come with me.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl, but God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero! But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first.
برو. کجاییم الان ما؟ توی اومدیم کوتنبرگ. کجا بودیم؟ اینجا بودیم. اومدیم اینجا. محل شو بریم.
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
Well, be careful not to fall into the water. Those servants might think there's a water sprite crawling out of their cellar.
Most of them have known me since I was a little girl. And they're not easily frightened. Do you have any idea how many times they had to wash, dress and groom me to make me presentable to my father? I mean, when I was little, of course.
جواب نداد. نمیشه دست انداختش. دیگوسه.
Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. Nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry, I was a silly goose to bring it up. Oof. Well, we have to get to the other side somehow.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. I'm waiting. Is that how you carry a lady, you oaf?
Well, don't complain. No one ever taught me how to do it.
And it shows. Oof. Be careful.
زد زیر بغلش شرک که پولها رو بغل کرده بود ببین جوری زدش زیر بغلش.
Well, you could have been gentler, but I suppose I should be glad you got me here in one piece.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
شمشیر را بکش. برم جلو. ببینیم چه خبره. بده پایین سپر رو در.
Look at all this mess. I can.
This doesn't look like the work of Avax people.
آره معلومه لش و لوشا آمدن.
Beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
الله.
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
What? Are you crazy? You can't climb such a height.
Oh, don't worry. I've been climbing.
But they'll see you.
No, they won't. I'll be round the corner before they have a chance. There's a wooden balustrade there all the way to the window. It's like climbing a ladder.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
نتونی زیر دامنمو ببینی.
Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
حمله. ببینم کجا.
You're not supposed to be here, scum. But since I'm in a good mood, I'll let you live if you get out right now.
Did you hear that? He'll let us live. Let's see what you're made of, hero.
You'll be sorry you stuck your nose in here. Now you're gonna get it.
Rosa, could you please
Rosa,
show me your stuff.
Do it. واه چقدر زیادن. اوه. میر.
I'm all yours.
نفس. اصلا برید زیادن.
I've been
شمشیر سری نفسمو خالی کنه ولی پاره میکنه میزنه یارو طرفش میره دیگه آسه مریگولد بخورم بعد هنری
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you alright, Henry? I think I hit one too.
آره اولیشو زدی.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
یه بار کمان زنبورکی معنیش کرده، یه بار همون کراسبو معنیش کرده. یه چیز معنی کن دیگه. دن سرویس.
What a mess.
از یادن. میدونم. برو خونه تو. نفس خالی است. حالا میام. اوی چیه؟
Fuck you, whoreson!
ببرون. ببین.
Rosa? It's me.
Rosa.
Are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone?
آره همش
All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
ای بابا. همه چی درست.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something.
صادقانه نه
And I
صادقی.
want an honest answer. All right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
یعنی ندزدی نقره رو، یعنی بین اینکه بابا نجات بدی یا نقره رو بدزدی یکیشون انتخاب. برای رومنسش باید بزنید متحدان با ارزش‌ترین دارایی ما هستند.
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
آره.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
That's nice. But no one can get back my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. Some of them are maybe worth more than this entire place.
If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I haven't given it much thought yet.
You don't want to get your hopes up.
That too. But if you actually do rob the Royal Mint, we'll have to flee from here. Possibly for good.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice. But there's...
اینجا دیگه میبوسیشو بینگیری بینگو. بعد نگاه میکنی لعنت سرویس.
You'll be alright.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
کاملا درست.
Oh, it seems you know
بالاخره
that you
یاد
should be
گرفته
carried.
چجوری بلند کنه.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dammi castitatem e continentiam, sed non limoro. Forward, Sir Knight.
دلتون خنک شد. اینم از ایستاد. روزا تو خواب لاتین حرف میزنه ولی خب هنری نمیفهمه، دوست داره که بفهمه.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will make...
ایستاد. روزا تو خواب لاتین حرف میزنه ولی خب هنری نمیفهمه، دوست داره که بفهمه.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will make... Slightly be here by now. I should go and have a look.
بریم پیش ژیشکا و بقیه عزیزان. بچه آمدن. بریم بقیه پروژه رو انجام بدیم.
Greetings! A new day awaits us. Let us
صبح بخیر.
rejoice.
صبح بخیر.
Morning to you too.
این یارو شوالیه زرزرو هست. رو کنار کنار. آج آقا ژیژیکا بیا اینجا ببینم. ژیژیکا.
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run it?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though.
شوالیه رو
Credit where
میگه.
credit's due. He really helped in Malashov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while.
اینقدر یعنی زیاد حرف میزنه.
I'd be more
واقعا
interested in
خیلی حرف
hearing what
میزنه.
happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
It's okay.
We ran into a few scoundrels, but everything went well.
So, those corpses in the courtyard.
Sad, but inevitable.
Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak anyway?
After everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Lynchmaster's key.
اومدم از در پشتی برم تو. اینجا جلو درش دوتا نگهبان بود. از در پشتی دارم میرم. نبینتم. اشعل خاموش کن.
Not a soul around.
هیچکی نیست.
Very odd.
جالب است. عجیب است.
What the? Henry?
اینه.
How the hell did you get in here?
گفت با همون همکاری کنه این چیزا.
I have my ways.
دیگه.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
تو اینجا چیکار میکنی؟
What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing. But I've got a different question. How much did they pay you to tell them about the mint?
Vivek was stealing from the town.
And I could happily continue if you weren't such an honest idiot. Instead of which, I was almost caught and hanged. Fanush, Milosh, come here. Defend yourself. Or don't. At least it'll be easier.
با نکن این کارو. با نمیخواه. داداش هم یارو ها. سوسیس.
Show what you're made of.
من خواستم اینا رو مثلا بپیچونم. آخرم باشون دارم فایت میدم. شمشیر رو خودم ساختم. میبینیش تیزه. بیا. ببینم چیکار
Show your stuff.
یه مستر استرایکی کلا. یا دیگه یه ضربه بزن. سرباز نیستی. با تو پله گیر کرده باک.
Do it.
باش نه انجام.
Slow.
من کندم یه ضربه بزن بعد بگو کندی. برو خدا بیا بیرون. میگه خب حالا باید کلیک بینه 4200 پولشه بابا. کلیک کجاست حالا؟ یعنی همه جای این خونه رو من شخم زدم تو مستراب چیزه دم دره. چه صافت. قلبم.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
لعنت بهت بان. چه صافت. زمین دفنش میکنه. تو هم دستتو بکنی تو گوه بو گوه میگیری.
Well, I'm certainly not afraid of knocking the stuffing out of busybodies like you.
خب کلید آوردم. الان جیش
I was at the mint master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this.
باش.
Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
بله. فقط با گی
I've
میده.
got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the mint master? Will he help us out?
Vavak has disappeared. I found the key in his house, but I also met Christina Pisek there. He tried to kill me.
Good thing he didn't succeed. How did that end up?
He's dead.
At least he won't rat on us.
The main thing was to get the key, and we did. What's worse is that we don't have anyone inside the court. Well, can't be helped. Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kotenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubyenka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthard's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
بریم از روزا بپرسیم در مورد چیزای زیرزمینی. استاپ.
I'm going to go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Rutard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
The church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellar.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here. No one that I know of.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones.
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade?
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice.
Be careful. Come back in one piece.
I'll do my best.
ساموئل اون یهودیه میگم چیه یهودیه رو میگه. آی ساموئل اگه با ما دعوا نداری یا مشکلی نداری یا بری. ساموئل 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 چرا اینجایی؟ تبلی چشماتو وا کن. تبلی اخماتو وا کن. تبلی چشماتو وا کن. آج آقا ساموئل بریم آج آقا.
It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
I told him I'd rather go with you.
You made the right choice. Brabant would have talked your head off.
Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start.
برم. نه دنبالم میاد. اینجا رو که نمیتونیم بکنیم. خاک شده. چی شده؟ اشمان باگ شده. این نیومد از میسکوویتس هنوز. ما باید بریم تو همین کوتنبرگ بریم تو دادگاه اونو بزنیم. خاطباج سیو آوردم. منتظرم ساموئل اون راه بیاد. داره میاد. هی میزنم تایم رد شه و ساموئل داره نزدیک. آها رسید. خب رسید. بریم. آقا مخیلو نزن. اینجا نه.
I thought.
I told her. Well, in the kitchen.
That's a problem.
الان آشپزخونه کو؟ آشپزخونه جایی نامنی آشپزخونه هر چیزی اینجا هست بجز آشپزخونه. با اونم که کلا میشینه. کجا رفت؟ رفت آشپزخونه.
Let us go. That smell.
انرژی میده. بریم.
How long have they been throwing shit down here? It's nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. The nerve of Shiska and Dry Devil. I give them coin and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
You won't scare me. I'm not a child.
You are scared shitless, I can tell.
باش ما ترک به شمشیرم بکشم.
That stench.
خیلی بد بوی میده. اونجا نیستم ولی واقعا غذای فارسی شده خیلی بوی بدی میده دیگه.
Am I imagining things?
Do you want to kill me?
نمود بمیر. خب چه خبره؟ کجا رفتی سموئل؟ من تکی کار انجام میدم که. دنبال چی بگردم اینجا؟
Oi, that sounds different. We have it.
علامت داری میذاری؟ تو معلوم نیست که. علامت کو؟
Have you ever been to Kotenberg? Before all this, I mean.
That was a long time ago.
But I bet you have never been beneath it.
That's true.
دایره هیچ وقت زیرش نبود. هم شد همین. با ما رو مسخره کردن. یه نقطه بذاریم یه جای دیوار. ای بابا بریم شیشکا بگیم. شیشکا تموم شد.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Loretz.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the devil, Janosch, Kubienka and Adach will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
That's it? What use will we be there?
You have to make sure those 5 men armed to the teeth don't get any clever ideas.
We'll scare them a little, but just enough to make them shut up and listen to Godwin.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave ces belles dames alone.
Oh. All right then.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
خب آقا دمتون گرم که بودین رو دیدین. اینم جلسه آخر. امیدوارم لذت برده باشین. تا قسمت بعدی و ادامه ماجرا. فعلا خداحافظ.